Alison, Richard, Jamie and Rafi work in a university research laboratory that studies water quality, chemistry and environmental engineering. For the last 3 years they've been developing a low energy consumption water purification system small enough to fit in a backpack. They've just been notified by the university's Technology Transfer Office that the preliminary indication from the Patent Office is that the patents will be approved. The team has decided to form a company to commercialise the technology and is in the process of figuring out exactly what the opportunity is.
I've been given some thought to our business opportunity, and I think we need to consider our real customer needs and what the product should look like.
Well, I thought the product was the backpack concept. Portable and inexpensive.
Yeah, that's the description we gave to the Grant Foundation when we were seeking funds. But that's a humanitarian product if we're going to give the things away.
Well, what's the difference?
Well, the difference is that if we actually want people to pay for the product, it needs to meet a real need.
Everyone needs clean water.
It's not that simple.
And he's right. You know, I mean, you paid more for that bottled water than you did from the water coming out of the tap.
Yeah, but tap water tastes horrible.
Yeah, but that's the point exactly. You can get free water from a tap, which is technically clean, but you pay more for a bottle.
Yeah, but hang on. We're selling to people in underdeveloped countries where the tap water is no good. They're going to buy the backpack to clean it up.
But we're not going to be able to sell this product to villages in Bangladesh. How much were the materials for the prototype?
About £1,100.
Any idea of the average yearly wage in Bangladesh? It's about £1,100. This isn't a viable starting point. We will not be selling this to individuals in Bangladesh.
Then I don't understand. Who are we going to sell them to?
I'm not sure. Maybe aid foundations, maybe even entire villages.
No, this is getting too complicated. I mean, what are we going to do? Set up a company that exports these things? I'm not going to go off to Bangladesh or the rural areas of Brazil. I could go and volunteer if I wanted to do that.
Yeah, well, running a business is complicated. If we know what the opportunity is, we can hire people to do those jobs. But we need to raise money. And in order to do that, we need to explain to people how we're going to make money. We can't just run an internet ad via Google and hope people send us money in the post.
Oh, so the argument is perhaps that we're not selling a backpack concept, we're selling access to clean water.
Right. And since the people that need it can't afford it, I'm guessing we'll be selling to a middleman, somebody that can ensure that people get the clean water who actually need it.
So the opportunity isn't in fact to provide a product that cleans water for people in developing countries, it's to enable other organisations and people to do that.
Yeah, that makes sense, because there's a lot of broad political and social movements improving conditions in the developing world. All we've got to do is just connect with that. It's simple, really. Just get a distributor rather than do direct sales.
What?
Well, you know, companies don't necessarily sell to their end user. So when we sort of equip with our diagnostic equipment, we get a distributor who sells lots of manufacturers' products. And yeah, it may cost a little bit more, but we buy most of it from one company. Yeah, and it saves us 220.
The problem is we don't know enough about these organisations or individuals. I mean, we don't even know where clean water comes from, do we?
All right, well, let's do something totally different. Come up with a system of water filtration for mega yachts or rich hikers. You know, people with lots of money, but who do activities where they don't get access to clean water.
That's a great idea. Sell it to people who want it and still have money as well.
It's definitely a possibility, but I thought you wanted to save the world.
Well, perhaps we'll save the world after we've got the business running successfully.
Well, my guess is an investor is going to want to see a pretty clear mission and vision statement. We won't be able to argue for both concepts. Best we pick one and stick to it.
Well, if it's one or the other, I'd rather save the world.
I think it's too early to make a choice.
I'll do some research and see if I can come up with enough to make an informed decision.